Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Bank Shop Breakdown. We're going to go over 4 college basketball games for Friday, January 31st, 2025. Now, if you like what you see, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to put your college basketball picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most in college hoops and other sports, you can find those at the Premium Picks tab at Pickdawgz.com. There's also a link in the description. Alrighty, here we go. Here are the games for Friday in college basketball. First up, it's Butler and Georgetown. This one is 6:30 Eastern on Fox Sports 1. And I think because of Georgetown's 41-point performance last time out against St. John's, we're actually getting a solid price on the over in this game, their next game. And I like both offenses in this one. I think they both match up well. First of all, when you're looking at Butler defensively, a team that is solid defensively against the three-point shot, holding teams to 31.3%, only giving up about 29% of their points from the perimeter. But Georgetown, that's not their game anyway. This I've mentioned a few times. I don't really love this backcourt. They're not a great three-point shooting team. They score a lot of their points inside the paint. It's guys like Thomas Sorber, who have been, really superstars really this season for Georgetown, the freshman. I think he has a big game because Butler has struggled in two-point defense overall this year, and most importantly in conference play, where they're giving up about 54% to their opponents, giving up about 58% of their points via two-point field goals. So I think Georgetown scores a lot of sustainable buckets inside the paint. On the flip side, while Butler's defense is not so great, their offense is solid. They do a good job of getting to the free throw line. They're a good free throw shooting team. They're also a solid three-point shooting team, ranked 70th in the country, 36% as a team. So I look for both offenses to wake up in this one. I like the over in Butler-Georgetown. Next up, we'll go to the Ivy League as Dartmouth takes on Cornell. This one is going to be 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be on ESPN+. Now, Cornell has a potent offense. This is one of the best shooting teams in college basketball, and they take good shots on the offensive side. Not a great rebounding team. They don't do a great job of taking care of the ball, but they're number one in the country in effective field goal percentage, a good free throw shooting team as well. So they're a dangerous Ivy League team. The problem for me is their defense has struggled overall this season, 270th in the country in adjusted defensive efficiency. I mentioned the issues on the glass, both offensively and defensively, and they're coming off a big win over Princeton on the road. I do think this is a bit of a letdown spot now at home, laying a lot of points against Dartmouth, who I think is actually a decent, I think there's a decent spot for them because they're a solid defensive team. They force tough shots. They're a good defensive rebounding team that's disciplined, doesn't take a lot of fouls. They take care of the basketball, which we know is really important to do on the road in conference play. They limit turnovers, about 16% of their possessions. That's actually top 100 in the country. And they take a lot of threes. They make them at a solid rate. I think Dartmouth is a dangerous dog when you're giving them this many points. I'm going to go with Dartmouth, the big green in this one, plus the points. Next up, it's Akron and Kent State. This one is 7 p.m. Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Akron's 8-0 in conference play, and they're on an 8-game win streak as they have just been excellent in MAC play. But I do think when you look at their last game against NIU, it was on the road. It was after the big blowout win over Miami, Ohio, which was also undefeated going into that game on Saturday. And Akron, in a classic letdown spot, only won that game by 10 points. And saying only win by 10 on the road in any conference game seems like, solid enough. But NIU could be a bottom 10 team in all of college basketball. So it really wasn't that great of a performance from the Zips. And I think we see something similar in this one. I think Kent State gets the win. I think they hand Akron their first loss of conference play. Kent State's a great defensive team. They're top 50 nationally in adjusted defensive efficiency. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win both the turnover battle and the rebounding battle, which would be really key in a game like this. And while their offense has struggled, they're not a great shooting team, they are taking pretty good looks on the offensive side, shot quality-wise. So I think against an Akron defense that just gave up 70 points to NIU, I think Kent State has a solid day on the offensive side. And like I said, I like their chances to win this game. Give me Kent State in this one. And the final game we're to talk about for the Friday card in college basketball, it's Indiana and Purdue. This one's 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. That may be a little bit square, but I mean, it's tough to go against Purdue right now when they're playing at home. And it's tough to back Indiana on the road, in my opinion. They have the one road win against Ohio State, but right after that, lost their very next true road game against Northwestern and failed to cover the spread in that game by 9 points, 79-70. I just don't love Indiana on the road in conference play this season or in previous years. And Purdue, they had that one game against Ohio State, which was a little bit of a surprise, a 3-point loss, but they bounced back in a big way with the blowout win over Michigan. I don't know if this game's going to be a blowout per se, but I think Purdue wins it handily, covers the spread in the end. I trust them more so on both sides of the ball. Not usually we talk about Purdue's potent offense and maybe not so great on the defensive end, but I think they're the better team on both sides of the ball in this game. Give me Purdue. I'm going to lay the points. And that's it. Those are the games for Friday in college hoops. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you're looking for my best bets in college basketball and other sports, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium, and there is a link in the description. As always, this is Romanelli. Good luck.